Buckle up, TFacts family. We are diving deep into the wreckage of Joel and Juliet's marriage. Was it a case of a mummy's boy's groom or a bride who just couldn't handle the truth? You won't believe the devil eyes comment that ended it all. Next, we shift gears to a rare success story. Or is it? We're looking at Philip and Stella, the traditionalist power couple who claim to be bulletproof, but is their strict routine a recipe for love or a total pressure cooker? Hold on to your seats, because things get truly scandalous with Gia Fleur. She's dropping truth bombs about a racy lingerie photo, a brutal ghosting, and a failed attempt at becoming F-buddies with Scott that will leave your jaw on the floor. The international drama doesn't stop there. MAFS UK star Polly Selman is spiraling in Australia, caught in a manifestations nightmare that has her trapped between a dream life and a visa crisis she can't escape. Finally, we have the ultimate exclusive on the upcoming two-night reunion special. We're talking deleted text messages, secret betrayals, and a shocking villain turn from the person you'd least expect. Stay tuned. Want skin that looks deeply hydrated, firmer, and smoother by morning? Try the BioDance BioCollagen Real Deep Mask for intense overnight moisture and a fresh glowing look. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon. The experiment of Married at First Sight Australia 2026 has seen its fair share of train wrecks, but few have been as spectacularly explosive as the short-lived marriage of Joel Moses and Juliet Chay. Joining the show as intruders, this pair had a mountain to climb from the moment they walked down the aisle, and unfortunately for Joel, he slipped at the first step. Juliet, a straight-talking receptionist, was instantly put off by what she described as Joel's performative nature. While Joel saw himself as a goofball and a hunky catch, Juliet saw a mummy's boys whose sense of humor gave her the immediate ick. The tension reached a boiling point during their intimacy challenge, a moment that should have brought them closer but instead drove a permanent wedge between them. In a moment of pure, unadulterated drama, Juliet looked her husband in the face and told him point blank, "I'm not going to stare into your devil eyes." It was a line that echoed through the experiment and signaled the beginning of the end. Joel tried to defend himself, claiming he was just being his authentic self, but Juliet wasn't buying what he was selling. She accused him of making a joke of the entire marriage, while he slammed her for being mean, moody, and cruel. The toxicity reached its peak during the sixth commitment ceremony, where Juliet reportedly called Joel a dog and a pig before storming out of the room. It was a chaotic exit for a couple that never truly found their footing, proving once again that intruder status often brings more drama than it does love. Joel has since spoken out, insisting that there are different sides to him that the cameras didn't capture. But for Juliet, the only side she saw was one she wanted to run away from as fast as possible. In a season defined by screaming matches and ghosting, Philip Gregoff and Stella Mikiniti stand out as a beacon of traditionalist hope, or perhaps just a very disciplined anomaly. Philip, a 37-year-old carpenter and motivational speaker from Victoria, entered the 2026 experiment with a very specific set of requirements. He wasn't just looking for a wife, he was looking for a partner who could keep up with his rigid, high-performance lifestyle. We're talking 600 a.m. cold showers, daily gym sessions, and a strict routine that would make a drill sergeant sweat. Many fans wondered if any modern woman could fit into Philip's traditional mold. But then came Stella. Originally from Lithuania, Stella moved to Australia 9 years ago and built a life for herself as a beauty technician. She shared Philip's immigrant work ethic and, more importantly, his desire for a traditional relationship where the man provides and the woman nurtures the home. The experts seemed to have hit a home run with this pairing. From the moment they met, the chemistry was undeniable. While other couples were arguing over text messages and devil eyes, Philip and Stella were bonding over their shared values and their mutual desire to start a family. Their marriage has been described by insiders as bulletproof, with the pair consistently supporting each other through the group's various dramas. Philip's YouTube channel, where he discusses topics like fear, uncertainty, and doubt, seems to have prepared him well for the emotional roller coaster of the show. By focusing on mutual respect and traditional roles, Philip and Stella have managed to avoid the pitfalls that have swallowed their co-stars whole. It's a refreshing, if somewhat intense, look at how shared goals can create a solid foundation, even in the chaotic environment of reality television. The off-camera drama between Gia Fleur and Scott McChrystal has officially reached a level of messiness that producers can only dream of. While they started as the season's golden couple, complete with instant chemistry and matching tattoos, the reality of their relationship was far from a fairy tale. Gia has recently broken her silence in a raw interview, revealing the final off-camera chapters that was never shown to viewers. According to Gia, the two tried to reconnect after the experiment, leading to a series of events that can only be described as a total emotional roller coaster. After weeks of being ghosted by Scott, the pair met for coffee where Scott admitted he still had feelings. This led to a bizarre suggestion from Gia: why not just BF buddies, since they couldn't date anyone else anyway? Scott apparently agreed, and Gia prepared for a steamy night at his house. She even went as far as putting on racy lingerie and FaceTiming a friend to show off the look. But in a move that Gia calls the final straw, Scott sent a text just 10 minutes before she was due to arrive saying, "I can't do this. I feel sick. We can't see each other again." Gia was left humiliated and furious, realizing this was the third time he had pulled the rug out from under her. She's now moved to the Gold Coast to start fresh with her daughter, leaving Scott and the drama behind. However, she didn't stop there. Gia also alleged that Scott kept nude photos of his ex and was secretly messaging her during their marriage. Scott has fired back, claiming he won't be controlled, but the damage is done. Gia is now embracing her loud, swearing self and moving on, even forming an unlikely alliance with former rival Beck Zachariah as they both heal from their respective heartbreaks. Polly Selman, the breakout star of MAFS UK 2024, is currently living a real-life nightmare in Australia that no amount of manifesting could prepare her for. After a massive 4-stone weight loss and a move to the sunny shores of Queensland, Polly thought she had finally achieved the life of her dreams. She had the body, the new career, and a new relationship, all things she claimed she manifested into existence. But as the saying goes, be careful what you wish for. Polly recently took to TikTok in a state of total emotional collapse, revealing that the uncertainty of her visa status has left her spiraling. Currently on her third working holiday visa, the 30-year-old is facing the terrifying reality that her time in Australia is running out. "We are on borrowed time," she told her followers, explaining that the lack of security is scaring the shit out of her. Despite her success and her love for the Australian lifestyle, she is overwhelmed by homesickness and the financial inability to just fly home willy-nilly to see her family in Kent. The pressure of maintaining her dream life while living under the constant threat of deportation has led to a period of deep depression and anxiety. Polly is now pleading with other Brits in similar situations for advice on how to stay in the country permanently. It's a stark reminder that behind the glamorous Instagram photos of bikinis and beaches, reality stars often face the same grueling life challenges as everyone else. Polly's journey from a manifesting queen to a woman spiraling in uncertainty has touched a nerve with fans, many of whom are rallying behind her as she tries to find a way to make Australia her forever home without losing her mind in the process. If you thought the regular season of Married at First Sight was explosive, just wait until you see what's coming in the 2-night reunion special. TFacts has obtained exclusive details about the bombshells set to drop, and it's going to be a bloodbath. The centerpiece of the drama is a text message scandal involving Danny and Stephanie. Apparently, Stephanie pulled out her phone during hair and makeup to show Beck a series of deleted calls and flirty messages between herself and Danny, the same Danny who had just dumped Beck at the altar. The revelation causes Beck to absolutely lose it, leading to a confrontation so heated that Danny reportedly stormed out of the dinner party and refused to return for the final commitment ceremony. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Juliet makes a guns-blazing return, screaming at Grayson and Luke before turning her sights on her ex, Joel, with an outrageous comment that left the entire cast stunned. Perhaps most shocking is the villain transformations of Steven. Known as the nice guy all season, Steven is taken to task by the experts for stringing Rachel along and using long distance as a lazy excuse to end things. Even the golden couples Alyssa and David aren't safe. They reportedly have an explosive blow-up over David's refusal to apologize for his behavior at the altar. And finally, the experts finally give Gia her comeuppance, playing a montage of every time she talked behind her co-stars' backs. It's a brutal, unfiltered look at the consequences of the cast's actions, and according to our insiders, no one leaves the couch unscathed. Get your popcorn ready, because this reunion is going to change everything we thought we knew about the 2026 cast.